am not saying that Colin Kaepernick, in terms of his thinking, in terms of what he suspects, is wrong. What I am saying is you must know that something like that is not going to work in your favor. And if you chose to go that route, why are you behind the scenes with you and your camp encouraging people and imploring people to help you get a job when everything you did Saturday gave an indication that getting a job wasn't paramount in your mind?
I'd like to respond to that, and this also responds to your point conveniently.
Sure.
Okay, I understand the position you're articulating. The reality is, here's the African-American plight. Here's ways that are effective to deal with it. Here are ways that may be idealistic but ineffective, and people not actually in the struggle, because race is tied to class in an inextricable way in this country. You're careful how much you kind of idealize things, and let's deal with reality. I appreciate that argument. First of all, should Kaepernick be grateful to, as I said, a de facto monopoly who has a greater responsibility, to be fair, for being denied his right to work for 3 years? For no other reason and by the way, he broke no rules, he broke no laws, okay? That's one. Two, now I want to directly address this to you, Stephen A., and to that point. What am I to do with my privilege as a white man and as a person on TV with an enormous platform, which, by the way, I benefit from the platform that you built primarily? What am I to do with that power, right? Am I to support the power structure that where injustice is ongoing, or should I speak truth to power using that privilege and that platform? When you say things like, Colin Kaepernick, who are you as a black man who unjustly, and now you're given this opportunity, who are you to ask questions about who the receivers are going to be, why it's last minute, or like, okay, you may be right. People may be right. Hey, Colin, it's not going to be perfect. You're asking them for a job. It's not going to be perfect. However, you know who I am? I'm a member of the media who will ask that question. Why was the workout arranged in this way? Why was there an ultimatum with 48 hours to accept? Why was the waiver not the standard waiver and would indemnify the NFL against another lawsuit, according to Kaepernick's camp?
Yes,
correct.
So they say.
Correct. Why only on that day? Why weren't cameras allowed in? Why hasn't he been working for 3 years? I will ask those questions, and I will also say, while you can focus on the world we actually live in, where if you wear a Kunta Kinte shirt, the white billionaires aren't going to like it, I am going to talk about the world we ought to live in and bring pressure to bear so that sooner than later we do live in that world where so the hell what someone shows up with a Kunta Kinte shirt.
When it comes to the National Football League, it ain't just about your ability. It's about how you are going to act, how you are going to conduct yourself, et cetera, et cetera. We lamented the fact that Terrell Owens, even after he retired, had to wait so long, wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer. That was egregious. We know he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but guess what? Behavior mattered. We see people like Des Bryant before he got injured and all of this other stuff still belonged in the league, but behavior matters. There's a plethora of issues and circumstances and situations where guys aren't necessarily the best, but they are on the but they're damn good enough. But they're on the outside looking in. Why? Because how you conduct yourself, whether or not you're a part of a team, matters. In the case of a Colin Kaepernick, what did the NFL teams fear? They said, if we bring him in an individual workout, then we have no cover. If we don't pick him on our squad, who's to say he's not going to castigate us? Right. That's why the NFL had to get involved. So Colin Kaepernick, knowing that that was a reality, his lawyers, knowing that that was a reality is what explained why the workout took place the way that it took place. How do you not know that?
I promise this won't take, this won't take but maybe 30 seconds.
And by the way, Max, they let him bring. They agreed to let him bring his own receivers. He brought Nike. He was going to film a commercial. They agreed to that. They agreed to a whole bunch of stipulations which Colin Kaepernick's camp admitted.
This is the argument often used when people are trying to do the right thing and get the right thing done. The behavior of the subject is suboptimal. I agree about that. His behavior was suboptimal. But let's just keep in mind what this is about. Because he didn't want to stand for the national anthem, which breaks no laws in the United States of America. That's why we're the United States of America.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.